Hello, welcome to this new video, and today I wanted to try the Tiny Build Challenge 4x4. I was actually watching James Turner's video and on the 4x4 tiny house challenge, and I really wanted to give it a try. I didn't have Tiny Living when it just came out, but just now that I am recording this, there is like half off. Well, there's a big sale in the EA shop for the Sims expansion packs, the stuff packs, and everything else, and I finally got Tiny Living for the modest price of $5 plus tax. So I wanted to give it a try, and watching this, the different tiers of tiny homes there is the micro home, the tiny home, and the small home. But from just seeing how many tiles you can have for the micro home, you can have 32, which, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't seem impossible to do for some reason. But in James' video, he was making a 4x4. And I never tried them before because I don't know why, I just didn't want to. But now that I have Tiny Living, they are these ladders that are completely vertical. I feel like it can really work, and with all the items that come from Tiny Living that I haven't tried, I literally bought it like 2 days ago and haven't even played with it. I feel like it's finally possible and useful and no like claustrophobic. So I'm gonna give it a try. So it's meant to be 4x4, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4. So 16 tiles. So this is our entire home. I mean, it can have many levels, so 2 stories, 3 stories, which of course we're gonna do because we have the ladder, and the thing is to try it. So, I mean, I don't know why I feel like this is gonna be really, really easy. So, right off the bat, give me another. Maybe it shouldn't be up, but maybe it should be down. Okay, so I feel like that's gonna look better overall. Instead of it looking like a little tower, it's gonna look more, I guess, nicer. Somehow with the shadow of the roof, it kind of looks like it's floating. Can you see it? Like it's floating like a little bit off the ground. Oh, and I decided to make the house in Oasis Spring because I feel like this modern container type-ish of house would look really good in the desert for some reason. Although this little place that I chose is super green, but it's on the desert. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna put the ladder. So I know what space I'm using for what. Oh, okay. Okay, now seeing the space compared to how big furniture is. Now I see why this is difficult. I'm thinking like, I feel like this corner counter is not working for me. This counter is not using the space, is not deserving of taking a whole square out of a tiny home. But I do need a counter to cook, I do need a sink, and I do need a stove. So maybe they don't really need a table, right? Because like you can eat with your hands. Like you don't need to eat at a table, technically, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so that can be there. I mean, it's not super comfortable that the fridge isn't right next to the TV, but it works, I guess. I had turned on BB move objects, but I really want to make a house that works and not just have the illusion that it works when it doesn't. Oh god, that kitchen is about... This kitchen counter is about to fall. I don't think I would be comfortable with that. Maybe if I put a sink, like a complete sink. Okay, so that looks better. Although I am bothered that it doesn't match with the counter, but it was never going to match. So I really want to have a more colorful house. I have the quick savage idea to make a very colorful house. Super colorful. Well, maybe not as colorful house, to have fun. I'm low-key, not gonna lie. I kinda want to use this wallpaper, and I can't believe that after God knows how many years, how many expansion packs, how many stuff packs, we only have this many wallpapers. Like, why don't we have any more like artistic, fun, and theme-like wallpaper? Just Halloween and a couple of these more fancy ones, and that's it. Like, why is this the only colorful wallpaper? I mean, this one, I really liked it. I feel like it's a lot of fun, but I need more like that. This is the only colorful thing there is here. And maybe have a wall here could maybe help it break out a little bit, so it's not like all in the same space. Now wait, this looks weird. Like, why is the fridge not in like the kitchen little area? Yeah, this doesn't look good. Okay, this is it. Like, I could spend 5 hours just moving around wallpaper and floors and everything, but I'm done. Like, this is it. This is as good as it's gonna get, even if I keep on changing and moving, but I think this is done. Kind of. Could be. So down here I need to fit a bathroom and a sleeping place. So I think I'm gonna use this little thing so I can have a little bit of a living room plus a sleeping area. I mean, I said that I only wanted one sim to live in this tiny house, but I would really like the idea of a couple maybe living here. But I need to make a bathroom. So is a sink really necessary? Like I said, I don't have bb.movejets on, and it is telling me that this can happen. This is doable. I don't think a sim can walk here, honestly. Even if this toilet is tiny, I don't think a sim can walk in and use this toilet. Okay, nope. I have another idea. Well, but not actually, huh? There we go. I know what I'm gonna do there, okay? Okay, don't worry. Has anyone noticed how everything that is supposed to be white in this game always looks like dirty white? Like, I'm trying to find any type of these tile that looks white. I want something that looks white, new, you just moved in, and the floor is impeccable. But it just looks like a white bathroom that you haven't cleaned in forever. Okay, it says it can fit here, but can Sims access this? Can they sleep here? Now, for this little space, you doubted me. You thought that this was not gonna respect anyone's privacy, but you are wrong, and I'm gonna show you as soon as I find it. I really cannot remember where it is, but there is something that's gonna fix this hole. Boom. I'm not gonna lie, it looked better in my memory. I mean, I know that it's not gonna cover completely, and someone is gonna be able to see you showering it. If anything, it's just gonna censor your face, maybe. and expose your whole body, but this is a tiny house. Like, what were you expecting? There's no privacy in a tiny home. Period. Everything feels ginormous in this tiny house. Look at these flowers. Have they always been this big? If I do that, it's not considered to be adding more tiles. So technically, I could have everything in the backyard and it would not count as breaking the rules of the micro home. But I don't want to break the rules 100%, just a little bit. Just so it looks better on the outside. So I am gonna do some situation here. Look how it looks on the map. It's so tiny. It actually looks way cuter. This tiny compared to all these houses. Looks amazing. And this is the virtual tour of the house. And I made a cute random couple to test it out, and I had to make many changes, okay? So the game decided that I wanted to play in the middle of winter, right on Christmas, and the game decided to decorate my house without my permission. So ignore those decorations, and oh my god, it looks like the flamingo is wearing a bow. That's really cute. So this is how it looks on the outside on a cloudy, dry winter day. This is how the patio looks like. This looks very beautiful at night. They already made some burgers out here and nothing was burned, thank God. And this is how the inside of the first floor looks like. They're watching TV and everything works perfectly. The fridge, the TV that also has a bookcase, that was a nice surprise. The kitchen, everything works perfectly. The table, they can sit very comfortably. And I also added this little coat rack, trying to imagine that they might have like jackets and sweaters and many things that I want to have easy access to. And it works perfectly fine. And now the bottom floor had to have many changes. So this is the bottom floor. You come down from that hole of darkness and you get down here. So you might notice that I made a lot of changes. As I feared, when the bed was in that little space, the Sims could not get into the bed. So I had to move it here, and then the bathroom, I have to change it like a million times because either the shower was not accessible or the toilet was not accessible, or they could not get into any of them. So I had to change it, and I was really thinking about not having a sink, but then they would need, every time they use the toilet, climb upstairs, wash their hands, and just leave this ladder full of nastiness. So nope, there needed to be a little sink. The desk works perfectly in this little corner. The bed works perfectly. It is a little bit tight on this little corner, but it works perfect. And especially when it's turned into a couch, this space looks so much better. Yes, so when the bed is up, you can see that this place really looks so much more open, so much more comfortable. Also in the bedroom, my little super idea, groundbreaking idea of having a little curtain here didn't work. The Sims considered it to be an object that was in the way. And now that I think about it, I could have just used any curtain for the windows. I think those are actually transparent, like Sims don't really notice them. But because this place already looks a little bit closed in, a little bit claustrophobic, I wanted to maybe keep it a little bit open. And because this is technically another room, if a Sim is using the shower of the toilet and there's another Sim sitting here, they won't be bothered. When I moved these two, they were not a couple or had not any romantic relationship, and she was able to use the toilet while he was sitting here or sleeping, I remember. So because technically this is another room, there's not gonna be any kicking you out of this whole floor every time they have to use it. And I think that's great. I think this turned out really good. I don't know why this gives me like hotel vibes. Like, I don't really imagine someone living here 24/7 their whole life for a few years. I feel like this will be a very interesting concept for a hotel in The Sims. I really wish, like honestly, I really wish that the next expansion pack or something can be something about hotels. I would love that. Not like renting a house, kind of like in Jungle Adventure and island living or forest packing, camping. I don't know, not something quite like that, but a genuine hotel that maybe your Sims can buy a hotel, build a hotel, and Sims can stay in the rooms. That would be amazing. And I feel like a capsule hotel where all of the rooms are teeny tiny places like this would be amazing. So there it is, the teeny tiny house 4x4 challenge, not breaking any of the rules of the 32 by 32 tile that micro homes can only have. And I was bragging that this was gonna be really easy, and it kind of was. The first floor, piece of cake. I have empty space. They can dance here. They can shoot a whole music video up here. But down, having to fit the bathroom and the bed was a nightmare. And I know that I could have chosen a single bed to make it easier, but that was not gonna be any fun, you know? Like, I wanted to fit as many people as possible in a tiny home, and I think that's only 2. Unless someone always sleeps on the couch, then you can maybe fit 3 people here. So I really hope that you enjoyed. I really hope that you liked how this tiny house turned out. I mean, do you like it? Do you think this has good taste? Did I do better than some other people? Or did all of us did the same? Let me know in the comments. Hope that you will come back for another video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and like, comment, and thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me a little bit of your time, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.